multi-mons. Tonight is a multi-mon Spotlight Hour. Vulpix, Snorunt, Hippopotas, and Poliwag. Some of these have been com day. Well, actually, no. Two of these, sorry. Snorunt hasn't been a com day. Poliwag and Vulpix have been com day Pokemon before, so I've already got a bunch of them. I've already got a bunch of Snorunts as well because of Christmas events and so on. So the only one that we actually need is a heap of potatoes. I have one shiny of this thing, so if you can get a second one tonight, that would be nice. But you watch this one be the one that has the least amount of spawns. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So my chat just disappeared on me again because ads want to start playing, which, you know, I don't mind ads being on my videos and all, but I don't have to. Why do I have to watch them? I'm not the audience. How you doing, James? How you doing, Mr. Crazy? Tef, welcome in. Yes, changed the description. I was in a hurry when I was getting ready, because I had to make up the thumbnail and all that sort of stuff, and I didn't change the description. Everything else has been changed, so that's the most important thing. So anyway, welcome in, guys. TN, welcome in. I'm sorry I cannot read what you've just wrote in the chat, because I don't read Japanese. Sorry, dude. But welcome in. How you doing? Just had to give you... Yeah, well, thank you. Just what I need. So yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. A 1 meter tall Vulpix. That's a tall Vulpix. A tall Vulpix. Vulpix. It's the thing. Anyway, that wind has actually picked up quite significantly. It wasn't windy when I left home. Now it's windy. Alright, which way is the wind blowing? I have a hairband, so if I need to tie up my hair, I will. For now, we'll just leave it down, because honestly, I can't do all the tying it up. Water flicked up into my face. Alright, quick drink, and then we can get going for our Spotlight Hour. Oh yeah. You had a wild Meganium today. No, that was it. Actually, no, it wasn't too long ago that I saw a wild Megantium. Alright. So, how did everybody else end up going? Your raid day on the weekend for your Kyogres, your Derpy Wurples. How did everybody's Derpy Wurples go? You want your money back. But you got a 98% Kyogre. Like, surely that's worth something. Don't we all want our money back, though? You didn't do any raids. Well, we had glitches during the last little bit of the event. So an hour after the event actually started, Niantic decided to give us an extra hour. As soon, we had a couple of raids left that I was doing overtime, so I ended up going nearly an hour longer than usual, which is fairly normal. As soon as I ended the stream, a whole bunch of more raids started popping up, and I'm like, wait, what? And then I saw that they were everywhere, but there was already a whole bunch of other raids that had started popping up, so half the gyms were already locked down with shadow eggs and just other tiered eggs. So I was like, good work, Niantic. You decide to... the event had already gone home, because so it's what is the point of that? But it's their way of making up for the glitches. Instead of giving people their passes back or anything like that, they're like, oh, if we do this, then we don't have to do anything else. So the bare minimum is what we can expect from Niantic when it comes to giving us stuff back. It's not 100% shine. Dude, 98% is like, there is not much that separates a 98% from a hundo, stat-wise. It's gonna survive maybe 0.1, 0.2 of a second longer than a 98%er, like a hundo. And shinies are just visual things, so you didn't miss out on much, honestly. And see, what did I say? The majority of spawns, everything else. We're not getting a lot of potatoes here. Honestly, they should have just made this Hippopotas Spotlight Hour instead of a group of things. Because like I said at the start, 2 of these Pokemon we've already had in Com Days, and honestly the Poliwag Com Day wasn't really that long ago. Snorunt was featured during the Christmas event. And it smells like manure down here. Nice. Yeah, so Hippopotatoes would have been a great Spotlight Hour, I think. You just didn't have time to raid, you had to work. And then after, we were like, whatever, no one was, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said here, they extended the raid, but it was already, the event had already been over for an hour, so it was like, well, what is the point of that, Niantic? Nobody's still out and about, and it's not like people are going to go home after a long day of raiding and then notice that the raid's and let's go out again. It's like, yeah, they really dropped the ball on that one. Really dropped the ball. They need to do something else to make up for the fact that their server's stuffed up like usual. I mean, by now you would think that they would have this stuff sort of under control and they would be able to have stuff run smoothly. And surely, out of the millions and millions and millions of dollars that they've earned over the life of the game, they could afford to have better service. What would I do if you donated $1? Say thank you. Come on, we need more potatoes. A heap of potatoes. And of course my bag is full. Let's get rid of some items. So I can spin some stops because I do need revives. Kyogre did quite a number of my revives because it's a Derpy Wurple and it's way too chunky. Luckily on this weekend for Thing, it's not going to be as bad because Groudon is a lot easier to beat. You feel sorry for why? Me and a shiny heatmor. Why do you feel sorry for us both? I haven't had a shiny heatmor in ages. I did get one during a Spotlight Hour. That was ages ago. Did 20 Kyogre raids, no shiny at all. Well, I ended up doing, I think it was 12. Actually, hang on, how many raids did I do? No, right there. 6, yeah, 12. I did 12 raids, and the first one that I did was a shiny. But yeah, you should have got one from 20. Unfortunately, it's not a guarantee. Just because it's 1 in 10, it doesn't mean that you're going to get one in that 10 raids. For the Hisuian Samurott raid day, I did 27 raids until I got the shiny. So yeah, that's not how odds work, unfortunately. Just because it's, say, like 1 in 10, 1 in 20, it doesn't mean that you're going to get one in that. It just means that there is a 1 in 20 chance of each one that you click on or encounter it's going to be a shiny. Because I clicked out of it and it ran. Heatmor? Did it? When did that happen? I don't remember that happening. Hey, Mr. Bunny, how are you doing? Welcome in. When did this shiny Heatmor run from me? Like, honestly, dude, I do not remember that happening. Good to hear, Mr. Bunny. Oh, hey, was that one of the shorts? Oh, you're taking... Okay. No worries, Mr. Bunny. Wait, was that one of the shorts that I did? If that was, like, 2 years ago, yeah. Like, yeah. I'm well over that by now. I don't think I really cared at the time. Like, because I've got shiny Heatmor, so... If it was a shiny that I didn't have, I'd be more disappointed about it, but the fact that I've got the shiny, it's like, it doesn't really matter. I think that's why I turned it into a funny short, because it's like, haha, this is what you shouldn't do, guys. Don't click off of the shiny if you get one just to record it, because there's chances are it will despawn on you. That's not the first time that's happened to me either. It's happened with more important Pokemon. I think it was one of the Christmas Pikachu. I think it was the first year when we started getting shiny Christmas Pikachus. I encountered one, but I drove past it and I clicked on it, sort of thing, and I was like, oh, shiny. I clicked off of it and I'd gone too far, sort of thing, so I had to do a U-turn and go back and get it. And then, yeah, when I went back, it had despawned. So I lost like one of the Christmas Pikachus doing stupid things by clicking off of it. But yeah, I've done that probably 4 or 5 times. I don't really click off the shinies because I don't record them like I used to. Yeah, I haven't lost shiny for quite a while. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You can do that, turn AI back on and off, but it's not the same. It doesn't have the same sparkle. Trust me, I've done it enough times to know that the shiny pop that you get from doing AR mode isn't as good as the one that you get from actually like encountering the Pokemon. Plus, when you're editing videos, editing the one that you clicked on is a lot easier than doing the AR version of it, because you get like a white fade in, which is a lot easier to edit with than just having it go from the camera to like just instant picture. There was reasons why I did it, sort of thing. It was more of like an editing thing. Like I said, I don't really have to worry about that anymore, so. Almost hit ace rank in GBL today, maybe tomorrow. Nice, dude, well done. I have done a total this season 0 battles, I think. Yep, 0 battles. 0 wins, 0 battles, longest streak 0, but I've still managed to earn 3,800 Stardust for some reason. I don't know where that came from, but sorry if there's a bit of wind noise, guys. So it's just a touch windy today. How you doing, Blazer? Welcome in, dude. How you doing today? Okay, so these spawns are picking up a little bit. Unfortunately, the chances of getting a shiny tonight are probably fairly low. Because the same thing with any event where it's got multiple Pokemon spawning, like the December community days, these type of spotlight hours, the shiny odds get diluted because of the amount of diluted, I should say, not diluted, diluted by the amount of Pokemon that are available. So instead of it being a 1 in, say, for instance, in a Com Day where it's like 1 in 25, if you've got multiple Pokemon, like you use December Community Day as an example, you've got like 12 Pokemon or something, 11 Pokemon that are spawning in the wild. That 1 in 25 is spread across that, so it's more in like 1 in 100, which is silly. You need as many Poliwags as possible. Well, like I said, unfortunately tonight, the chances of getting a shiny are probably fairly low. You'll definitely get the spawns, but just getting the shiny is probably going to be fairly difficult. Because again, during these spotlight hours, shiny odds aren't boosted. The Com Day one, so Poliwag and Vulpix will already have boosted shiny odds because any previous Com Day Pokemon does have boosted odds. But I want a heap of potatoes. It's the only one that I still need a second one of. You know, as soon as Ultra League comes back, people will use the darkest other Incineroar. So you need to get a good Poliwrath. Well, today's probably a good day. You can probably get something out of tonight's Spotlight Hour then, if you're looking for a good Poliwrath. Because they are spawning in abundance. Sort of thing. No, I wouldn't have boosted boosted odds. They always have boosted odds. I ended up getting like 30-ish or something that day. It may have just felt like they didn't have boosted odds, but they would have had boosted odds. I mean, it's the same as the Com Day that just passed, the Lytton Com Day. Shinies were hard to get, for me at least, but they were definitely still there. They were boosted. Like, I was clicking on a lot in between each shiny. Yeah, if you saw the stream, you saw how much I ended up struggling with shinies. We still got a decent amount. I still got to my 3,000 shinies. That was my goal for the day. But it wasn't until like the last 5 minutes. And unlike any other Com Day, for the most part, I wasn't getting shinies in quick succession. Like, there was a couple where I'd get like, I think there was one for the entire day where I got one, and then like 2 clicks later I got another one. For the rest of the day it was like 40 clicks, 40, 50, 60 clicks in between each shiny. You're telling me now these scammers look... unfortunately that's just everybody these days. Everybody puts their information online, because these days you can't scratch your butt on the internet without having to sign up for it first. So yeah, unfortunately it's just a thing. As soon as your information goes onto the internet, it gets sold to data brokers, and then those data brokers sell it on to like scam callers and call centers and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a little bit inevitable, unfortunately. Over. Sorry Void, well, you're the only one I picked. You won't know. I won't know what. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Hey Ryuga, how you doing, man? Welcome. Come potato head, give me a shiny. This grad I battled is winning big. Took a whole ice cream. For some reason, I read that as ice cream beam. I'm just like, wait, what? What is an ice cream beam? And where can I get one? I want one of these ice cream beams. It took a whole ice beam from Mewtwo and still won. Why did I think it was just ice beam, and for some reason my eyes were just blurring ice and beam together, so I just thought it was ice cream. Good old ice cream beams. Any shinies? No. And as I was just discussing, tonight's probably unlikely to get a shiny just because of because there's multiple Pokemon available, and multiple Pokemon mean less odds. Doesn't mean we won't get one, but the only one that I want is Hippopotas. Because it's the only one that I still need one of. I only have the one shiny so far. At least I'm out of the wind now. I'm getting a lot of tinies and tinies and XLs, which is funny, just because on the weekend for Lit and Com Day, I saw like none all day. I saw like one extra large Litten, and I think that was it for the entire day. But now that I am out of the breeze, it's one of those days that unless the wind's blowing, it's just like humid and stuffy. So I actually wish that I had the breeze back. But we are almost half an hour in already for this Spotlight Hour. It's gone past really quickly. Might as well catch it. Who knows? Could be a hundo. Yeah, so tomorrow night, unfortunately for Raid Hour, we've got Reggie Ice, which isn't the best raid boss in the world, but thinking about it, I think I know why they gave us a crabby raid boss, just because we had Primal Kyogre on the weekend, and then next weekend we've got Primal Groudon, so I don't think they wanted to put something too big in between those two, because they knew that people we're probably going to be strapped a little bit because they got to spend all this money on 2 raid days, almost back to back. You end up getting a shiny. How you doing, AJ? Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Ice cream beam, ice cream beams are like the ultimate move. You mainly want Vulpix shinies. Sorry if the stream is. It always seems to be laggy when I walk down this part because there's like a row of trees next to me that are pretty thick, so they do a pretty good job of blocking the internet. Well, yeah, they'll bring back Mega Rayquaza. I don't know when though. Usually before they brought out Mega Rayquaza, they spread out the times where they brought it back quite significantly. I think it was like a year in between times that we got Ray, so I'm assuming that it'll be the same thing if we see it again. We might see it during GoFest, because that was when we got it last time. It might be one of the featured raids for GoFest. But yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those things where because they know people really want it, they'll hold off on it as long as possible, just so people are wanting it back really badly, and then they'll bring it back. Get people's anticipation for it, build up the hype for it, and then when they bring it back, people will just dump money into it. You got 2 XL Littens, put 1 in the showcase, got a 3rd place, fold the 2nd one into Incineroar, 1 first place in another showcase. I just put normal into a couple of showcases and I won one of them. Actually, no, I think it was just one Litten one and one was an Incineroar one as well. Yeah, I think I won one of them. You only managed to do 2 raids. Last go first. No Mega Rayquaza for you. Hopefully next time. Because I was streaming it. I ended up doing so many. I was happy though. I did get the 98%. So I got that from like the 2nd or 3rd raid that I did. So I was like, well, I'm pretty much done for this. It's not going to get much better than this, I don't think. But yeah, I ended up doing pretty well with that. I can't remember how many raids I did, but I ended up with like 4 or 5 shinies. But yeah, being a streamer, when it comes to big things like that, you usually get quite a few done just because you have an army of people which want to help so they can get their own. I mean, it was the same thing on the weekend. Because of Primal Kyogre, my friends list looks like that. I have 115 people that are still waiting to get on. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to add, like, remove a bunch of people, then add a bunch of people, and then remove them, and then add and remove, add and remove, add and remove, just to get rid of these for the weekend, just so I can get more people. So everybody that did miss out on the raids, I apologize. It wasn't possible for me to get through that many people to get you all into raids in 3 hours. So I did my best to get as many people into the raids as I could. But yeah, it ended up being an absolute hectic Sunday afternoon, that's for sure. So I'm hoping that Groudon isn't going to be as bad. We'll see. Like, it'll probably still be popular. I think the thing about Groudon is just because it's going to be an easier raid boss, I'll be able to get through them quicker, so I'll be able to get people into more raids. Because yeah, its double weakness does make it a lot easier. That's what happens when you stream stuff like that, dude. Like, unfortunately, it's just one of the byproducts. And like I said, it's just, I can't get through that many people in the short amount of time that we have to do those raid days. And the chat just becomes absolute chaos because everybody's just like, pick me, pick me, pick me. And I'm like, guys, I'm going through in order of the, like, as much as I possibly can just to try and get the people that have been waiting longest into the raids. And then it only lasts so long because you get to a point where people are sick of waiting, so they leave. So you start adding people into the raids that aren't even around anymore and they don't jump in, so you've just wasted invites and you could have given them the people that are still there. And yeah, it just becomes this huge cluster fud of a day trying to get people into raids. So I think for the weekend, I'm just going to read some stuff leading up to it to see if I can. I know that I can do it at home when I'm streaming on the PC, but I don't know if I can do it from the phone where I actually set up raid queues and stuff like that. That way there's a visible queue that people can see that they're in to get into the raids, because it makes it a lot easier doing it that sort of way. And then I can add people and remove people as I go, sort of thing. Because that's what I was doing when I was streaming the G-Max Charizard, the shiny G-Max Charizard raids. For people, I had like a lobby set up just so I could get through it in a visible order, and it was a lot more orderly instead of just being absolute chaos. That's how it was for the non-spoofer streamers, because I was getting the same thing during thing. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Like, a lot of people were trying to get into the raids, but I did find that it was nearly near as bad as it was yesterday, sort of thing. Just trying to get people into the Palkia and Dialga raids. I think just because they were a little bit more accessible, just because everybody had access to them, and they're not as hard to beat. But as I kept directing people, it's like there is other avenues for people to get into the raids as well. You don't just have to rely on me. to get into the raids, you can use, there's a bunch of Discord servers out there that host raids. There's different apps that you can use that have raid sections in there where you can get into raids. So okay, we are half an hour in. Still no shiny. Too many Poliwags, for me at least. I know you guys wanted the Poliwags. And if you haven't already, guys, please hit that thumbs up button on the stream. It does help out with the streams immensely, so I do appreciate it if you guys hit the thumbs up button. Also consider subscribing for notifications when I go live in the future. So like I said, tomorrow is Reggie Ice raid hour. On the weekend is Groudon raid day. Next week's raid hour is Tapu Lele, which I'm actually looking forward to because that is a shiny that I still need. So fingers crossed I can actually get that shiny next week. But yeah, I wish Niantic would start putting a little bit more effort into the spotlight hours and giving us some stuff that's actually decent. It's been a while since we've had a good spotlight hour. And yeah, I don't really like these multiple spotlight hours. I'd much prefer just one Pokemon rather than a bunch. Besides, I have no idea. Don't think they've told us yet. Because that'll be the end of the month sort of thing. So we don't know what next month's lineup of stuff is going to be yet, because they only give us stuff at like a month at a time. So we'll figure out closer to the end of the month. They'll release the info letting us know what is going to be available next month. Just be shiny, please. All I want is a shiny potato. I'd say that I'll do Metagross soon. We'll probably also get a Beldum Comday Classic sometime this year. That is my guess, because it's one that people will be looking forward to. And it's been a while since we had Beldum in a Comday. We have already had two of them, at least here in Australia, because our first one was just not for everybody. Like my Beldum Comday was fine, and funnily enough, Beldum Comday was the first video that I actually did on the channel for Pokemon Go. Yeah, my Beldum Comday was fine. It worked fine, but for a lot of other people, it didn't. So we ended up getting another one. I think it was the following week. So we ended up having two Beldum Comdays here in Australia, which made people around the rest of the world a little bit angry, just because they're like, how come they get two? It's like, well, a lot of people didn't even get one because it didn't work properly, and then the makeup event didn't really work properly either for a lot of people. So that was back when we had a lot of issues when it came to Com Days, which is something that they've to have fixed. We don't get a lot of issues during Com Days anymore, which is good. But yeah, the first 6 or 7 Com Days here in Australia, I can remember Dratini Com Day. That was a nightmare. Our first Dratini Com Day, that just did not work well at all. It was almost impossible to click on Pokemon. You click on it like a Dratini, and you'd have to sit there for 2 minutes waiting for it to load up before you could actually encounter it. It was such a broken event. Forgot it. Nah, I thought about chucking one on at the start of the day, but the only thing that I want is Hippopotato. So I didn't want to chuck on an incense just to draw in a bunch of other stuff. I just thought it was a waste. Hey, Coupon King, how you doing? Welcome, and welcome. You still want shiny Metagross? Well, you can get it from raids. Metagross is in raids occasionally. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's sometime this year. If not the next Comday Classic that we get, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Beldum. Either Beldum or Bagon, they would be my suggestions because they were both fairly close to each other. And they're both, what, Gen 2? So I think they would be very fitting ones because they were such a long time ago now. You can't get shiny Metagross from raids? Are you sure? It's been in raids before. I know that it doesn't have a Mega form yet, but Metagross has been in raids though. Hasn't it? I'm positive Metagross has been in raids. Yeah, because you can get shinies from raids, even if they're not the first stage evolutions. What is with all these Vulpix? Metagross was in raids just last week. Well, there you go. I was right. Yeah, you would have been able to get it as a shiny. It's been like that for ages. Like, you're able to get all the non sort of first form Pokemon as shinies from raids. You can get Tyranitar and all that sort of stuff as a shiny from raids. And that was back before they added it as a Mega Pokemon. Tried getting one from raids, but the game would be great. Links to stop you, including crashing entirely. Oh my god, what is one Hippopotato and all this other junk? I knew that it was going to be like this. I knew the one that I wanted the most was going to be the one that doesn't spawn. And we keep getting all these huge clusters of all these other ones. I mean, out of the group, that's probably the one that most people are missing. Just because, like I said, the other couple have had com days or been featured during Christmas events and stuff, so I had a feeling it was going to be the rarest of the spawns, and sure enough, it is. Might be getting so many Poliwags along here just because of the river. They might be boosted because it's a watery area. Which might explain that why during the first day of the Sinnoh tour I was getting a lot of the lake trio down here, just because we are close to a body of water. Because they do tend to spawn near water. Like when you don't encounter them during an event like that, so Vulpix. The gender differences always confuse you. Well, you think one's a shiny and one's not. Ones like that, like, I'm usually not too bad, but that one is a very confusing one just because it changes quite significantly between like the color scheme between the male and female. So it is basically like a shiny change. Well, these days, because of the amount of shinies that you get that are very similar to their actual original form, I wait until I see the sparkles pop up. It's like, if the sparkles pop up, then it's a shiny. If not, then it's just like, well, that's not a shiny. According to another page, shiny Metagross is not available from raids. Alright, well, there you go. I thought should be. Hey Russell, how you doing? From a Pogo guide. Well, there's other raid bosses that are like that are third stage evolutions which are available. It's like Tyranitar that were available. Like, I know that they have their megas available now, but I was sure that that was available before it became a mega. No, Russell. Unfortunately, because there's so many things available tonight, the chances of getting a shiny is probably fairly slim. Because the shiny odds are already small enough during Spotlight Hours, but then having 4 different Pokemon available, it just makes it that it's probably not going to happen. The only one that I do want out of these is the Hippopotas. You don't think the shiny was available for Mega? Oh, I don't know. I don't do these raids. Stop asking me. Alright, we got pretty much 15 minutes left to try and get this shiny. You didn't realise it was Spotlight Hour until about an hour ago, and then you couldn't be bothered going back out, just catching whatever appears back home. Yeah, it's not the best Spotlight Hour. Like, they could have done something a lot better with this one. I said it at the start, it should have just been Hippopotas as a Spotlight Hour instead of having all the other stuff added on it as well. Because Poliwag Com Day wasn't really, or Poliwag I should say, Com Day really wasn't that long ago. Snorunt was featured during the Christmas event. Vulpix we've had during a million different events, you know, Kanto Tour, it's had a Com Day as well. Yeah, it should have just been one Pokemon. Having multiple Pokemon, yeah, I don't know. They're not as enjoyable as just normal Spotlight Hours. It's because the chances of you actually getting a shiny are pretty slim. Well, don't correct me, okay? Because you make me look bad in front of my friends. I already do a good enough job of that myself. I don't need other people contributing, okay? You did get a shiny Makuhita on the way home. Nice. Nice. Evolves into Hairy Armpit, as I refer to it. That breeze is nice. You already have a shiny Poliwag and an Alolan Vulpix. Not too worried about the other ones. Yeah, I've got all the Vulpix sort of thing because they've been featured, like I said, during a whole bunch of events we had. I think the last Alolan Vulpix that I got was actually during the Christmas event that we just had. But yeah, Vulpix is a fairly common Pokemon. Poliwag, Comday, Snorunt, Christmas event. I mean, outside of the Christmas events and stuff like that, Snorunt can be rare, like unless you live in a snowy region. So I can sort of understand them adding that because not everyone's going to have it. But still, too many Pokemon in one event, especially a Spotlight Hour, just makes it a little bit watered down, I feel. Managed to get shiny Tyranitar from a friend and got the Meg when it turned. Oh, sorry, when it returned. Did you talk like Jason Statham when you got it? I caught myself a Meg. The only shiny from Kyogre Raid Day was Furtu Shiny Sunny Cars Forms. I got one of them during Com Day, which I was happy with because I did need it. But yeah, that weather event was just the stupidest event. Because you needed all the cars. I mean, if you live somewhere where it doesn't rain, you... luckily enough, here we did see all of them. I didn't catch them. For some reason, when I had the water one spawning, I didn't actually catch one of them, and then it was sunny for the rest of the week. But yeah, such a stupid event to have a catch task, like a collection challenge that required you to catch all of them, when it's completely weather-based, and weather is out of your hand. You have no way of making the weather change to what you need it to change to. So it was just like, well, that was just stupid. So many people are gonna not have finished that collection challenge just because they didn't have access to the cast forms. Didn't Snorunt have boosted shiny odds during the research event in January? I think so. I can't actually remember. Hey Becky, how you doing, man? Little volley. Vulpix. Hey, I got a revive. Nice. I really don't understand why they've made revives such a rare item. Like, they're so hard to pick up. Like, I can remember they did remove them, like, not remove them completely, but they made them a lot rarer to get them from Pokestops. So if you wanted them, you had to spin gyms for the most part. But then they just removed them from gym, like, spins as well. So it's so hard to actually stockpile revives in comparison to what it used to be. I used to get so many of them, and now hardly get them. And they're like one of the most important items in the game if you do raids. And Kyogre absolutely decimated my revives rather. So I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to stockpile them again, like quickly, like for another raid day coming up. It just seems very, very stupid. And then when you do raids, you get like 40 potions from each raid and 2 revives, and it's like, well, that isn't helpful. That's like giving somebody with a broken leg a band-aid and just being like, every now and again we'll give you a crutch, but until then here's a band-aid. Yeah, I know that you could get them from research, but it was still just a stupid thing to set up. Yeah, not a good event. Yeah, you can't get snowy cars from the middle of spring in Texas. Yeah, just in general here in Australia, because I mean, at least where I live, it don't snow. I've seen 2 snowy castle, like in the entire time that we've had weather added to the game and like cast form, I've seen 2 on my nearby, and that's it. And I was out in the middle of winter at about 3 in the morning, and it was just happened to have foggy weather. And I think they're the only 2 times that I've ever seen foggy weather in the game as well. Yeah, they did say at the start of the event, like for the information for it, that you could get them from the research tasks. But again, not everybody has access to a whole bunch of research tasks. So to put something like that into the game, I felt like it was just a cheap thing for Niantic to do. You have insufficiency fractures from T4 to T9. Insufficiency fractures? What are they? I know what like hairline fractures and stuff are, but insufficiency fractures? It's like they're fractures, but they're that insufficient that they don't, like, what? That don't make sense. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to open gifts. I mean, it's the way that Niantic has forced people to interact with that mechanic in the game. Instead of actually fixing that mechanic of the game and making people want to do it, they force people to do it by, oh yeah, we'll just make these items that rare that the only way that you can get them is by opening gifts. Like, that's just cheap. That's like holding a gun to someone's head and telling them that they... It's like, just make that function of the game enjoyable enough that people actually want to do it, because that's the only reason why I don't open gifts. Just because it is a pain in the ass, it takes too long, and I hate the process. I shouldn't have to click into everybody's account and then click onto the gift and sit through the opening things. I should just be able to select a group of people, open all gifts at once. Like, I don't know why they haven't just done, you know, same thing with sending gifts. Just select a bunch of people, send a gift off to them. Like, they're adding all this quality of life updates to the game, like Heal All recently, Revive All, the Ready lobbies in that. So they need to do something with the gifting system also to make it a bit more user-friendly, because I hate it. I hate the gifting system so much. It's just frustrating. I don't know, that's what the says from the X-ray. Well, you should ask your doctor what it actually means. It means you have weak bones. Well, if you've got that stuff, dude, you should be able to at least get onto the, maybe not full disability, because that's pretty difficult to get onto, but you should be able to get the disability aside of New Start, and then you won't have to do your back-breaking labour stuff that you've been doing lately as a job anymore, because you can't because of your back. And you also won't have to do like the work for the doll stuff in between jobs. It makes it a little bit easier for you. Wanted you in and out quickly. They would have at least answered some questions, dude. You might just need to find a better doctor. Hey, I got a revive. Because the doctor that I've got at the moment, he's great. Last couple of doctors that I've had have been good, sort of thing. Like when the doctor I had when I stuffed my back, he was more than happy to give me all the medical certificates and stuff like that I needed to tell Centrelink and stuff. That, like, nah, he's basically a cripple at the moment. He can't do anything. Lay off. So yeah, just try finding a better doctor if you can 4 minutes left to get a shiny. Don't think it's going to happen. All these Vulpix and that. All I wanted was a heap of potatoes. Still only sitting on 6 likes, guys. Come on. Come on, surely. Surely you guys can hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Come on. I understand that the content isn't that great because of the what Niantic has provided us, but I'm still trying. Oh yeah, and I didn't tell you guys, we're getting a new dog. He was adopted today. We don't get him until Friday. Because he needs to go in and have his balls cut off. Poor little guy. It's like, welcome to the family. Chop chop. No, but I haven't got any photos of him, but he's an American Staffy. He's black and he's got white on him, sort of thing, like down his chest, like black and white sort of thing. It's cool. I haven't met him yet. So yeah, I'll get to meet him on Friday. But supposedly he's a little sweetheart sort of thing, so like he's 5 years old now. He was an abused dog sort of thing, like when the shelter got him, he was like emaciated really badly. So yeah, they've had him for a while, just getting him back up to health. So yeah, we decided to give him a home. No, we don't need Shiny Charm in Pokemon Go. Com days have made that it's not really a necessity. And because of how easily shinies are accessible, so I probably should have kept them this one. Yeah, how easy shinies are to obtain in Pokemon Go, they've actually made shinies easy to get in the main series games as well. Shinies used to be a really difficult thing to obtain, but then Pokemon Go came along and just made it that you could do a com day and get 30 of them in 3 hours. That the Pokemon Company just went, you know what? Let's just make shinies. Yeah, like look at Scarlet and Violet, for instance. You can just be walking around randomly and just, oh wait, there's a shiny. Like with no shiny charm, no nothing, and you just randomly come across one without even trying. It's been a billion Spotlight hours since you actually managed to get a featured shiny. And that was a shiny Paris you never used. I'm usually, like, I wouldn't say usually fairly lucky, but I have fairly decent luck when it comes to Spotlight hours. As I said tonight, because there's multiple Pokemon available, actually getting a shiny was going to be pretty difficult, because those shiny odds already being at full odds for a Spotlight hour would just spread across 4 different Pokemon. So the chance of actually getting a shiny was not great. And there we go, it is 7 PM and it looks like it has just changed to rainy weather. It has. Because the clouds are starting to build up a bit, which means it's probably going to rain. Alright, I'm going to turn around and just walk back to the car rather than doing a whole nother lap, because there's no point. We probably have more chance of getting a shiny now than we did during that Spotlight hour. Yeah, get out of my face. I'm just trying to think, what was the last Spotlight hour shiny that I actually got? I can't even remember what we've had in Spotlight hour recently. We had Palmy, which wasn't a shiny, so that let's have a look. Nidoran, of course. It was only last week. I got 2 of them. Yeah, Nidoran Spotlight Hour. That was the last time I got a shiny. And I got 2. That shows how good my memory is. It was a whole week ago and I'd already forgotten. And then the time before that, it was Dratini, because we actually got one during Dratini com day as well. Yeah, there's been a few repeat Spotlight Hours recently as well. Like Dratini, we've had in com day. I think we've had that in com day we've had that in com days and Spotlight Hours. I always mix them up. No, but we've had that in 2 com days as well. So yeah, we've had that in 2 com days and we've had it in 2 Spotlight Hours. Oh. I was going to be like, here's that shiny that's going to, it came back to us. Favorite what shiny? I mean, I try to be shiny. Shiny Jimmy's got blonde hair. That's about it. I mean, I do actually have. You guys can't really see it, but there is blonde streaks through my hair sort of thing, like naturally. Because I have very multicolored hair. No, I'm not blonde. I was when I was a kid. I actually had blonde hair when I was younger. But then as I got older, it got darker and started, like, I'm a brunette now. But, as I said, my hair is very multicolour. So depending on the time of the year, the more sun I get, the lighter my hair tends to get. So during the summer months, my hair does get, like, blonde streaks through it. And I do have, like, partly red hair. Like, it's not red, but it's just, you can see that through the brown there's like it shines red sometimes, sort of thing. So yeah, I got very multicolored hair. So it's a sort of like a cross between blonde, brown, and red. You tried shiny hunting, for shiny Shadow Dratini when Cliff had it and never got it. First time you fought Arlo when Pokemon swapped in January, gave you a shiny Pokemon. It's always the way when you're trying to hunt one. I was doing that as well. I think it was Charmander. I think I was trying to get the shiny Shadow Charmander, and I can't remember which one of the leaders had it, but I was battling like every single one. I think it was Arlo that had it. And I was battling like every single one and just could not get it. Always seems to be the ones that you want. But saying that, I did get the Shadow Lapras, like shiny Lapras, from, that was Sierra. Yeah, she had that one. That didn't take me too many attempts. I think it was only like 6 or 7 attempts to try and get that, and I finally got it. So I was very happy with that one. So much so that I was jumping around my room when I got it, because I got it from a balloon. So I was at home, I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet, I'll battle it in Sierra, there's a chance that I'll get it. And then when it popped up, I just leaped off the couch and started jumping around my room like, yes, I got it. The grunts can give you, there's a few shinies that you can get from the grunts now. It used to be only the leaders, but then they made it that the grunts can give you shinies as well. I think as long as it's been released as one of the leaders Pokemon at some time, if the grunts have it, it can also be shiny. But honestly, I haven't battled any of the grunts or the leaders for ages. I just stopped. I have 24 rocket radars now just stockpiled. Should actually battle them this time around to try and get the Shadow Groudon, which is available this weekend, isn't it? No, it's... Wait, which weekend is it? Because it's available one of these weekends that's coming. Is it? It's the same weekend as the Shadow Mewtwo, isn't it? So Shadow Mewtwo is in raids, and then the Groudon is available from Giovanni that day as well, I think. Yeah, we can do PvP if you want, dude, while I'm walking back to the car. I probably won't do much tonight. But 30th, yeah, okay, so it's not this weekend, it's the weekend after. Oh, hang on, I just had a thought. Because the Bulldogs are playing Gold Coast this week in Ballarat. I'm going to that match, so gee, I hope it doesn't... Hang on. I'll do this battle, but then I gotta check something, because I was told that it was the weekend after, so I've agreed to go to this game, but I may end up missing out on Groudon raid day because of it, because I was told the wrong date, which would be a little bit unfortunate. I will have to look into that. Alright, that'll do. Your shiny luck usually peaks during legendary raids. Sorry, I'm like trying to read and look at the screen at the same time. The first and only shiny Shadow Mewtwo you have is... Oh, sorry, Izzy from that. And then the first and only Shadow Onokuni you have is... Unfortunately, because around here, because you have to do Shadow raids in person, don't have access to them, just because nobody around here really raids anymore. So whenever things are put into Shadow raids, this is like, well, probably not going to get it. Yep. I can definitely see that the rain is moving in. It's gotten a lot darker since I started streaming. Wi-Fi. And good night, Skarmory. Let's get the shit out of here.
too busy looking at the screen, wasn't expecting people to start talking. GG's, dude. Alright, let me have a little look-see. Okay, yeah, that's the Shadow Groudon and the Shadow... 17th on Sun. No, that was... When is Kyogre? That's Kyogre. Yeah, Groudon. What? Why doesn't it say both of them? What day is Groudon raid day? Because yeah, given that it's got both of them in here, it would have been good if they just put the news into both of them. Groudon is on the 23rd, which is Saturday. Calendar is the one I'm looking for. Okay, Saturday. Let me have a look. What day do the dogs play? Gold Coast rather. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Okay, it's Sunday. Cool. Lucky. Yeah, sweet. Alright, so yeah, we'll be able to do Groudon Com Day. Because the game is on Sunday, and Groudon is on Saturday. I think I already, but yeah. Yeah, because I figured it out because I looked at the events, so I'm pretty sure I already had it teed up, so I knew that it wasn't going to interrupt. But for a second then I was just like, oh wait, because I thought it was on the same weekend as I must have just been confusing the Shadow Groudon with the Groudon Day. Like raid day. Any strategies for this Spotlight Hour? Any specific Pokemon to hunt for? Unfortunately, there's not really any strategies that you can use for Spotlight Hours, especially on a Spotlight Hour like this. The Pokemon that are available, the shiny odds are already like full odds, but then when there's multiple Pokemon available, that just makes them basically impossible to get as shinies, because those shiny odds are then spread against 4 different... So it's only encountering one Pokemon, you have an increased chance because you're encountering so many of that specific Pokemon, but then because there's 4 different Pokemon, you're not as encountering each many as each. So unfortunately, there's nothing that you can really do as for to increase your chances. But any specific one to hunt for, it depends on what you're looking for, sort of thing. I mean, if you're doing PvP, you can look for the Poliwags, because I mean, Poliwrath isn't bad for PvP. I mean, a Alolan Vulpix isn't available, so Vulpix isn't really that useful. Yeah, Hippopotas. Don't really know where that ranks in PvP, so it's not really the best either. And then Snorunt is Snorunt. So, this Spotlight Hour, honestly, is a bit of a throwaway one. There's not really much that you can do for it that is worth it, unless you're trying to get one of the shinies. So I hope that answered your question. No worries, Agent. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking to do PvP stuff, go for Poliwag. That's about it, really. In these stops. Alright, is there anybody PvP battle before I wrap up the stream for the evening? Hey Nathan, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Oh, you missed me. Oh, thanks. I've been here. Wait, you were only here on the weekend, weren't you? For Com Day. TN, are you on my friends list, dude? Gift, yeah, okay. As you can see, unfortunately, my friends list is pretty full at the moment. Oh, dude, we've just had interaction when it comes to gifting, though, because we just did a battle. So I can send you a gift, but don't open it until tomorrow. Just that way we get another... I mean, it's totally up to you, but... I haven't done any deleting since the weekend. But I will have to do some tonight or tomorrow, getting ready for tomorrow's raid hour. So I have to go through and remove some people. So, like I said, guys, if I end up removing you, it's not personal. It's just that, I mean, look at my... look at it. I have 396 people on my friends list and 115 people who have sent me a friend request. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I just can't keep all you guys on the... Unless you're a member of the channel, then you get kept on the list just because, you know, you're helping to support the channel. Other than that, it's just, yeah. You just have to get removed and then added again when I can. Yeah, TN, if you would like to battle me, just let me know if you're actually on my friends list. If you are, send me a battle request. If not, I will have to chuck up my QR code for you to scan. You'll do it tomorrow? Okay, no worries. Oh, dude, if, like I said, if you're on my friends list, like, you'll be on there for now. I haven't removed anybody since the weekend. No, I'm not famous. I just hosted Kyogre raids on the weekend. That's what happens when you host a raid boss that everybody wants. It hopefully won't be as bad on the weekend as thing. I'm not putting my code up now. I'll put it up tomorrow for you guys for a raid hour. There was surprisingly there was more views on Com Day than there was on that, that was actually surprising for me. All right. I'm not adding anybody right now. I'm sorry, I can't read your name just because it's in Japanese. I'm not adding people right now. My friends list is full. I'll be adding people tomorrow for raid hour. I got to go through and remove people for tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be hosting Reggie Ice raids, guys. So if you're keen on that, I know it's not the best raid boss in the world. We'll be hosting them tomorrow, and I'll be hosting Kyogre raids on Saturday. So those 2 days I'll be adding people, but in between then I won't be adding anybody because one, my friends list is already full, and two, I need to do something about that. But if anybody does want to battle, you can scan my QR code. So if you scan the QR code, you should be able to send me a battle request. Dude, if you joined the other day, you'll still be on my front. Like I said, I haven't removed anybody. So if you were added then, you'll still be on my list. Got a nice sunset over there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yeah. 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 Can you see it? Can you see the sunset, sort of? Probably could have put it on the other camera. It probably would have looked a lot better. There you go. There's the sunset. Oh, that actually looks nice. Very nice. That's the sunset we've got right now. Nathan, if you're already on my friends list, you can send me a battle request, dude.
Like I said, I haven't removed people from the weekend, so if you're on my friends list, you're already there. You can send me a battle request. No, this is... I don't think you want to go for a date here. Oh, go away. I don't care. I showed people how to send Niantic a request to get their remote raid passes back, and it thought that I was trying to do it myself. So since the weekend, I've been getting harassed by the bot telling me that it's been sending me messages trying to get me to finish my claim. And it's like, go away! I'm not actually trying to make a... yeah, that's my in-game name, Nathan, so if you want to send me a battle request, you can. Or if I really have to, I'll send you one. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button on the stream. It does help. We're still only sitting at 7, guys, so surely we can at least get it to 10. So if you haven't already, we only need 3 more likes. It does help out the channel a lot when people hit the thumbs up button, because it lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying the streams and it promotes it to other people. So please hit that thumbs up. I'll check my battle code back up. So if people want to scan the code to send me a battle request, I'm only going to do like a couple more. And I suppose while we're here, we'll also check the subbies for the night. I don't think it would have gone up too much. Yeah, I don't think it's... Well, it's gone up by like 6 or something, I think, which is better than nothing. So yeah, also consider subscribing to the channel. As I said, I'll be going live tomorrow for Reggie Ice raids, and then on the weekend for Groudon raid day. So best way to get notified when I do go live is to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because then you'll get notifications. There we go. There's Bullies. Oh, Ultra League. I really don't like Ultra League, guys. I have like no Pokemon set up for Ultra League. Like Great League and then maybe Master League. Preferably Great League. Yeah, if you send Ultra League battles to me, like I don't do Ultra League, so I have nothing set up for it. Oh, you didn't, like, I would have happily have still battled you, but just so you know, like, I don't have Ultra League teams set up, so it's pretty much a foregone conclusion is what I'm trying to say. And the sun is like beaming into my face right now. So if I do lose, I'm going to say that it's because of the... Okay, so we're still doing Ultra League. That's okay. Like, I'm honestly just choosing random stuff right now because I don't have anything set up for this. There, that will do. You want to battle me in Little Carp? Fortunately, you can't send Little Carp battle Guardy versus Guardy. You can just say, like, if you send me a Great League one, we can just battle and use things under 500 CP if you would like to do that. This looks like it's going to be fairly... It looks like it'll be a double KO. Double KO. Well, that was a good start, wasn't it? At least it's pretty even. Are you telling me that my rando team's actually going to do pretty well here? And why now have we finished the Spotlight Hour? Have we suddenly gone up to 40 views? Oops. Oh, actually, if it's a rock type move, that's... I'm glad I accidentally... I didn't mean to press the shield button, it just happened. Yeah, through the whole of Spotlight Hour, we had like 4 to 5 people, and now all of a sudden it's up to like 42. What happened? Why has everybody started watching all of a sudden? Is it because of the PvP? Maybe I should do more PvP streams. What were the Spotlight bonuses? Tonight was... No, Double Catch Candy is next week. I actually don't know. I think it might have been Double XP, Catch XP tonight. I cannot remember. Sorry. Okay. I don't know how I did that. That was just a random team that I chose. GG's. As I said, Ultra League is not my favorite league. I don't do Ultra League, so I don't have stuff set up for it. But W11 3, you're gonna sub. Thank you, much appreciated. I suppose it's probably worth saying it again since a whole bunch of people have just come into the stream. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. It does help out the stream immensely. We're sitting at still only at 7, so yeah, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. Helps out the stream and getting sort of promoted and all that sort of stuff by YouTube for you guys to see the streams. Recommend it to other people. And yeah, also, I'm going to have to restart my game share because it's locked me out. I can't actually click on the invite. Once I've restarted the game, send me another one. Yeah, also consider subscribing. We'll be doing Raid Hour tomorrow night for Reggie Ice, which isn't the greatest Pokemon in the world, but we'll be doing that. And then on Saturday, we'll be hosting Primal Groudon raids. So if you're keen on getting into some Groudon raids... okay, so I'll do a battle with Cher, and then Jimmy, if you want to send me a battle, we can do under 500 CP little cup stuff if you want. You never unsub. Well, I appreciate it, dude. Dude, like, I'm sitting at level 46, but I could be past that by now. The only thing that I need to do to level up to level 47 is to power up 3 Pokemon to their max level. I have 7 or 8 Pokemon that I can do that to, but I just haven't done it because I've been sitting on level 46 for like a year and a half now, something like that, just because I haven't done this one task. My XP is at nearly 49 million out of the 18 million. So I've got, nearly 21 mil more XP than what I've actually needed to... Yeah, I know, I should have done it by now. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. And now it's become a bit of a meme that I haven't done it. How much left on the stream? Until I wrap it up, sort of thing. We'll just keep going I'll do a couple more battles. So yeah, Cher, if you wanted to send me, or Nathan, if you wanted to send me a battle request now, you can. I just had to restart my game because they weren't accepting. No, you need to power up 3 Pokemon to their max level. So you need to get Pokemon to level 50. So you need to have a whole bunch of XL candies to power up the 3 Pokemon. So it's not just powering up 3 Pokemon, it's powering them up to level 50. Master League. Again, Master League isn't really my favorite, but at least I do have top Pokemon for this one, so... let's go with you. Catch the Kangaskhan. Dude, I caught a shiny Kangaskhan like a week and a half ago. I have like 4 hundo Kangaskhan's, 5 or 6 shinies at this point. Kangaskhan is not something. It's our regional. I live in Australia, guys, so it's my regional. I just don't need it. That's why I ignore them now. I know it probably hurts you guys, like, deep inside, because you're like, catch it! But I see them on a regular basis, so they're just not interesting to me. Oh, can I get the sweep with just Sylveon? Is it going to be... they haven't announced anything yet for Rayquaza. Usually when they do Groudon and Kyogre, they don't do thing at the same time. I do have the charge move for it, but I'm not going to waste a shield. Yeah, usually we only get Kyogre and Groudon. We don't get thing at the same time as well.
Joey's open?
Wait, no,
What about Wombat? Numbnuts? Go to Numbnuts, no. He was shut. He was not. He never shut.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because they usually space out thing. The Kyogre raid, not Kyogre raids, the Rayquaza raids. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get that again in for Go Fest or something. GG's. Who knows? We might get it next month. We might get a raid day for it next month, but I highly doubt it. Because yeah, it's one of the major draw cards. So it's the same thing with like Mewtwo and Rayquaza. They're like the two biggest raid bosses that we have. So they like to space them out and only give them to us every so often, just so when they do give them to us, people actually do them. Because if they gave them to us too often, then people would just get sick of them like every other raid boss. So they keep those ones sort of fairly rare. So when we do get them, people raid them. So who knows? We might get one next month, but my guesses would be during Go Fest, because that's when we got Mega Rayquaza last year during Go Fest, and they tend to space them out about a year apart when they bring them back. Can you get Arceus? No, not yet. No, people were saying that we might be getting it during the Sinnoh tour because it is a Sinnoh Pokemon, but Arceus is like the god of all Pokemon. So I'm guessing that they'll save that for some special event and release it at some point on its own. I don't know when, but they'll... Can we do regular? Yeah, dude. It's up to you. If you just want to do regular, we can do regular Great League. If you wanted to do under 500 CP, we can do that. It's totally up to you, man. I do not mind. Yeah, Unova's after Sinnoh. Like, they'll do them in order. So, yeah, if Unova's after Sinnoh, then we'll definitely get that. Yeah, because it's... Wait, is Unova or Kalos next? I can't remember which order they're in. But whichever one is like... Because they've done them in order so far, so they'll... Okay, yeah, then Unova will definitely be the next one. It'll be Unova, and then Kalos, and then Alola, Galarian, and Paldean, sort of thing. No, I didn't want to choose that. Sure. Nathan, I don't have one. I haven't evolved one yet, so just don't have it. Stunky. Well, not Stunky, but Stunfisk. Try to short name the Pokemon and it just names a completely different Pokemon. It's like, I didn't mean Stunky, I meant Stunkfisk. I was just giving him a nickname. It's been a while since I battled a Stunfisk. Okay, I'm glad I didn't shield that. It's like, for a second then I was just like, oh, what moves does Stunfisk... Like, I don't know what this thing has.
Oh, you mean release Arceus for an $8 ticket? Yeah, it'll definitely be in a ticketed event. I don't think they'll do it by itself, though. It'll be tied in with some other, like, big event. Unless it's got Thunder Punch, I should be okay. Oh, Fire Punch as well. Damn it. That's okay. That is in the worst spot. I cannot see my Pokemon's HP. No worries, Joe. Thanks for dropping in, dude. Well, this could actually work out to my advantage here, because I have shield advantage and a thing that's strong against both the Pokemon. Did need to do the charge move, but hey, if you're gonna win, you may as well do it in style, eh? GG's. Metacham is a very good choice for PvP. It's, I guess just got that advantage against the other side, the other fighting types, because it's part psychic type, so it resists the fighting type moves. And it's built for Great League. It's a very good one to have. Well played. It was good team selection by me. Like, I had stuff that pretty much covered your whole team, so that's what it came down to. And then with the shield advantage, so I didn't shield that whole battle, did I? So yeah, that got me the win. Unfortunately, that's what it's like sometimes with PvP. If you just have the right team set up, it's like, well, it's just going to make it easy. But yeah, well done, dude. It was still a good battle. Pokemon Go is starting to become a monthly subscription. Not quite, but yeah, I know what you're saying with all the ticketed events and all that sort of stuff that we've got. I mean, it would probably be cheaper if it was a monthly subscription than having so many ticketed events these days. But yeah, it's more than, I mean, the amount of money that we spend on in between raid days, raid hours, com days, and then whatever ticketed event that they've got going that month as well. Probably pay more than what we do for a monthly subscription to like Netflix and all that sort of stuff, depending on who you are. Should really double move that Charizard. But yeah, they're really trying to make up for the amount of money that they've lost by doing the remote raid pass nerf. So that's why we have so many ticketed events these days. And the funny thing is, when they did that, they said, oh, we don't really care about the revenue that we're going to lose, but we're trying to do this for the health of the game. That's why we're nerfing the remote raid passes. And then since then, basically, it's just been one paid event after the next sort of thing. And it's just like, well, that shows how much you actually cared about the revenue, doesn't it? God, he slaps. He's just backhanding this Kyogre off the face of the planet. She's coming up against 2 dragon types, which is just perfect. Unfortunately, it's almost dead, so... But Still going to chunk some damage. Oh, can she get the win here? Oh! Unfortunately, she's not going to live much longer. I just get him, Gardevoir. I had nothing to do with that. Gardevoir was just slapping. Just absolutely backhanding. Just pimp slapped Kyogre. Just whoops. And then, yeah, Dragon types. Palkia just got deleted. GG's. Hey, Caden. How you doing? It is 20 to 8 for me right now. So the sun is going down. If you guys didn't see it before, we'll show you the sunset again. That's the sunset that I'm looking at right now. So pretty nice, eh? Nice way to end the day. Do some PvP. Looking at a nice sunset. Of course my game decides to... That's why I'm quite orange. It's like, no, I'm not Donald Trump or an Oompa Loompa. It's just sunset. I mean, Donald Trump, Oompa Loompa, it's one and the same, isn't it? Okay, just because somebody asked me before to catch the Kangaskhan. Okay. I suppose, just to be... yeah, Tian, I can chuck my code back up. I'll probably only do like another 1 or 2 battles, guys, and then wrap it up for the evening. Because it is, like I said, it's nearly 8 p.m. Yo.
Sorry, one quick question. Is there a lookout here?
No, it's just a walking trail around.
Okay, because on the map it says lookout and kangaroos around here.
No, I think there's no actual like place where you can look out. It's just a walking trail around.
Is there a close by lookout here?
Sorry, what?
Is there a lookout here close by or no?
I think the only lookouts, there might be one up in the shrine over there, but I think it's more of just the shrines sort of thing. But I don't think there's like a place to look out over the area. No.
Okay, because there's one says 1,000 steps.
Oh, that's, if you want the 1,000 steps, that's over in the, like if you drive towards Dali, it's near the council offices in Dali.
Is that a good lookout?
The hills are pretty high. You can see sort of the surrounding area. So if you just go there, I've been up to the top there, not since they put the 1,000 steps in, but you can see out sort of over the surrounding areas because it's like the highest point around here because you're at the top of the hills over there.
Is there a parking or I need to walk?
There's parking at the bottom, but you'll need to, unless you've got like a 4-wheel drive, you can't get up there.
I don't have a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, well, you'll have to walk up to the top then, I'm pretty sure. Because that's what it is. It's like 1,000 steps to walk up to the...
Sure, and nothing around there.
No, around here is just the walking trail.
Sure. No, I was looking to see some kangaroos and all.
Well, because there's so many people walking around here, you probably won't see any kangaroos around here.
Are there any area there?
Kangaroos, they are around, but they more tend to be towards the forest, which is over there towards the hills. So if you go over there, you're probably more likely to see them.
No problem, brother.
No worries, man.
Thank you.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Become a tour guide. Yeah, the whole time that I've been down here doing these walks for like com days and stuff like that, I've only ever seen like 1 kangaroo, so I don't think you're gonna see many kangaroos around here. Share, I was gonna battle with TN, but I can battle you after, man. Also this time of night it's probably getting a bit late to see kangaroos. Alright, there you go. So TN, if you want to send me a... Oh, I'm sorry guys, my chat had also frozen. Share, like I said, I'm trying to battle... Now I can't. Share, let TN send me through one. Because if I get rid of one of the things, I have to restart my game until I can The Godly Gamer, thank you so much. Sorry, guys, like I said, my chat had frozen, so... Chippy Trap, no. No. Why do I have it? Oh, because I don't have an egg on. Whenever you don't have an egg on... Oh, no, I do have an egg on. Oh, you mean on my actual home screen there? Because that's the widget. So once you've got the game installed, you can put a widget onto your home screen that tells you how far. So if you've got an Adventure Sync activated, yeah, you can get your... Dude, can you stop sending me friend battle request? Like I said, I'm trying to do a battle with TN now. I'll battle you after, dude. You just have to wait. Look out for the... I mean, if you were here when we were talking about the kangaroos the other day. I don't know who this is, but I mean, I'm happy to battle you. Who's being rude, JD? Katia, I don't have room on, like, at the moment, because of raid day on the weekend, I don't actually have room on my friends list to add people at the moment. I will be adding people tomorrow for raid hour, which is Reggie Ice, and then on the weekend I'll be adding more people for Groudon raid day. If you want to do battles, as I said, I'm probably only going to be doing a couple more battles before I wrap it up, because I got to go home and have dinner. All that sort of stuff. It's almost 8 p.m. for me. But yeah, I'm happy to add you guys tomorrow, or because I usually only add people on either raid days or raid hours anyway, just unless you're a member of the channel. No, that's all good. Like, I've got to explain it to you guys, otherwise you don't understand. But yeah, if I show you my friends list, I'm sitting at like 396 people out of 400, and there's like 115 people which have sent me friend requests from the weekend. So I don't have the room on my friends list at the moment, sorry. But I'll be more than happy to add you tomorrow for raid hour. Sure. That'll do. No, because when I get you guys to add me, you'll just have to add me with my friend code. So I'll chuck that up in the chat for you guys tomorrow, and then again on the weekend, so you guys will be able to add me. Too late to shield it now. Unfortunately, this isn't an ideal matchup for me. That's okay. I was going to say, we're either going to bait the shield or get the KO, so... For something that didn't have the ideal matchup, that actually worked out not too bad. It's probably my best bet for this one. And actually, neither of the Pokemon that I've got are really fancied against this matchup. Just depends on the charge move it's got. Hope it's not Steel. Yeah, that still did a lot of damage. See, and I was going to put Skarmory in the team as well. So, why didn't I put Skarmory on my team? I mean, I'm still in the right position here, so... Let's get that chip damage. I know what charge moves this has got, so this is actually did more damage than I thought it was going to. That's okay. I think you'll get the win here because you've got double shield advantage, but we'll see. We shall see. Will I win? Probably not. Because he's still got a shield. I mean, I can spam Thunder Punch, but it's not going to do as much damage as what Dark Pulse will do, sort of thing, because it's half electric type, so... It's that close to getting back to Thunder Punch, which may have just got me across the line. But given that it resists because it's electric type, I didn't think it was going to. And look how dark it's gotten already. GG's. It was close. It was definitely close. Yeah, I really thought about putting Skarmory on my team, and that could have been what could have got me across the line. 'Cause it would have been a better matchup for the Ferrothorn. It's both being steel, but then being grass and flying. The flying type would have had the advantage in that. Good night, James. Alright, so I've got enough. I only have one snuts, so can't read it. Okay, well, unfortunately, I can't. And TN, if you tell me what your in-game name is, and you send me a friend request, I can get you onto the list. But I won't be adding anybody else, guys, just because I just don't have room on my friends list at the moment. I usually try and do the battles through the QR code if I can, just because, yeah, just can't add everybody. Yeah, so I'll probably only do like one more battle for the night, guys, before I wrap it up. Cooper Gaming, how you doing? Sorry, man. I was doing a battle right then, so I couldn't put in the chat. How you doing, man? Where do babies come from? Wrong answers only. I'm pretty sure you get them from the boot of somebody else's car. You can find them in the back seat of people's cars. That is something that happens. If you see a car with a baby seat, that's where they come from, isn't it? Is afternoon in Malaysia. It's late evening, or not late evening, evening here in Australia. I wouldn't say it's late evening given that the sun is just setting. But the day is pretty much done. Spotlight Hour is actually finished for me. It's almost 8 PM, so it finished like an hour ago. But I'm in Australia, so that's why it is raid hour for me. So Toro, that's you, yeah, TN? You're Toro. Like I said, guys, I'm only accepting TN right now, because look at my friends. I have 396 people and 118 people now, which have now sent me a friend request. Likelihood that you will be added to my friends list either later tonight or tomorrow, but you'll be removed again straight away, because I need to make room for tomorrow's raid hour. So, yeah. As I said, guys, there's probably no point sending me a friend request because I'm only doing one more battle for the night. But I will be happy to add you guys for tomorrow or for raid day on thing. And I think the mosquitoes are starting to bite me. My leg is itchy. Sorry, TN, are you Toro? Just so I know what your in-game name is, so I know that I'm actually adding you. Do a raid, dude. There is no raid. Okay, yeah, Toro. No, I won't be doing raids until tomorrow. Guys, like I said, please don't send me friend requests now because you're just going to be removed. And you just make more work for me for later on. So yeah, I'm not adding anybody else tonight just because this was only for the last battle that I'm doing. Yeah, Toro, if you want to send me through a battle request now, you can. Cree, like I just said, I was only adding one person. My friends list is pretty much full.
So yeah, I'll be removing people again tonight or tomorrow. So anybody that just sent me a friend request, like I said, there will probably not much point because you guys will be removed again, and you can like hardly see me. So that didn't really help, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. So I'll be happy to add you guys again tomorrow for raid hour or on the weekend for raid day, but unfortunately I can't keep everybody on my friends list. Because there's just not enough room. There's only 400 slots, and my friends list is pretty much full. So if you do want to stay on the friends list permanently, I suggest you become a member of the channel because you guys get stayed on the list. Stayed on the list. You guys get kept on the list. Yeah, Taru, like TN, if you want to send me a battle request, like send me one now, dude. It's easier if you guys send me one. Oh, I'm sorry, how was the Spotlight Hour? Sorry, I thought you asked me, like, was it still Spotlight Hour? Sorry, Maya. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything tonight. It's not a great Spotlight Hour. Because there's too much stuff available. So, no shiny. Taro, I don't know what happened. Let me just restart my game. And once it's restarted, try and send me another one, dude. And I think, yeah, we're still only sitting on 13 likes now. If you haven't already, guys, please hit that thumbs up button on the stream. It does help out immensely. Also, consider subscribing. Best way to get notified when I go live is to subscribe and hit the notification button. So if you would like to get into tomorrow night's raid hour stream or onto Groudon raids on the weekend, that is the best way to get notified. So I suggest that you subscribe. TN, try send me through another battle request now, dude. Sorry. My game just didn't accept it before. That's alright, we're up to 288, so we're almost at 6,300. So hopefully we can smash through this 6,000 and we'll be at 7,000 before we know it. And we're actually starting to close in on 10,000 subs, guys. Looking forward to finally getting to that goal of 10,000. Do I have a wife? No. I don't even have a girlfriend. Okay, I will send you a battle request, dude. Do. Okay, team. Are you calling me sad? No, it's fine. I did catch up with one of my female friends last night. So it's not like I don't associate or have female friends. It's just that I don't happen to have a girlfriend at the moment, or a wife. Dang, you inspired to have a Pokemon account like this. This is years of stockpiling stuff, dude. Like, I've been playing since the game basically came out, and all these PvP Pokemon, like every one that you see here that's got like a shortlisted name, is something that I've used in a PvP tournament before. So I used to do all the Silk League tournaments when they were a thing. So I have a lot of Pokemon set up for Great League. That's why when I do PvP with you guys, I prefer to do Great League, because it's the thing that I'm most prepared for. And just in general, it's the one that I enjoy the most, because I've got so many different choices of Pokemon to use. It has the most variety. Okay, we need to go with a good lead. Itchy eyeball. Good lead.
with that. Obstagoon's good. I don't have one set up for Great League though. But with Obstruct, it's actually pretty good because Obstruct has a debuff on it, and it's a fairly spammy move, so it can actually be a decent Pokemon to use. But I don't actually have one that is set up for Great League. I think it's Moonbeam, doesn't it? Have I been to Malaysia? No, I've never left Australia, guys. I've travelled around Australia, but I've never actually left Australia. I've been to New South Wales and Queensland and South Australia and stuff like that. I live... Ooh, the double KO. Fortunately, I chose the wrong thing. I had the right matchup. If I just chose this first, I would have been... Did you... Oh, you shielded that. That's actually... Yes, okay, I need this to survive. Probably should have powered up and used the other charge attack. That's okay. That's okay. This is actually still working in my advantage. Well, there you go. I had the right match. I had like perfect matchup then. I just should have chose this first because this would have matched up against the Scizor a lot better. And then the Venusaur would have been perfect for the Kyogre. So it's just like the wrong choice, but I still pulled it off, so that was good. Are you going to go, Nathan? No worries, man. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your night. What the heck? How did it get so dark so quickly? You left it. Yeah, because it's now autumn here in Australia. It is the sun sort of set. It's still 8 p.m. for me, so it's like late in the day, or evening, I should say. But yeah, once the sun starts to set, it doesn't take long. So yeah, in the space of like half an hour, it goes from still being light to fairly dark. All right, this will be the last battle of the night, guys. And then I'm going to wrap it up and go home and have some dinner because my phone is sitting at 13% battery and I didn't actually bring my battery charger with me tonight. So this will definitely be our last battle because my phone's not going to last much longer. Because I did forget to bring the charger. Rookie mistake. Hey, Underground, how you doing? It's 4:06 in the morning. Yeah, well, it's like 8:05, 8:06 here in Australia. At least in the east coast, on the east coast of Australia. All right, let's lead. Choose another good lead. Something I don't use very... Actually, no. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. That'll do. 5:05 a.m. Manish, how you doing? Welcome in. Yes, this will be my last battle of the night, guys. So I'm sorry if you've just come in and expected to do some battles. My phone is like at 12%, and I don't have a charger with me. And it's also like 10 past 8 in the evening for me, so I need to go home and have some dinner. But I usually do some battles after each stream. So tomorrow night I'll be doing Raid Hour with you guys. So I'll probably do a few battles with you guys afterwards as well. You're waiting to 6 a.m. until you can go to McDonald's for some breakfast. Or you could just make yourself some toast or some cereal or something now. Like, don't they have 24-hour McDonald's? I mean, I know they don't do the breakfast until double KO. Oh, almost the double KO again. I'm not adding people right now, just because I am going to wrap up the stream soon, but I will be hosting more raids tomorrow for you guys. So I'll be adding people then. This is going to be Sucker Punch or something, I'm pretty sure. Shadow Ball, yeah, okay. That's okay. Double KO. Double KO. Not going to get to the charge move in time, though. Oh, I got to the charge move. How did that happen? Oh, I thought I was dead. You have no shields. Ah! I pulled that out of my ass. My God. I still had double shields as well. How did I get that win? Oh, it was just a race to that charge move. Because it was just chunking damage, fire versus ice. I was just like, oh no, I'm going to get destroyed here. But, oh, how did I get to that charge move? Just drop by to say hello and check, probably come into, okay, no worries. Don't have any teeth and you wait for, okay, no worries, underground. 6 a.m. the next shift starts, more workers, so you've got more people to bring you food. Alrighty guys, yeah, well, as you can see, it is now dark for me. I'm going to go home and have some dinner. As I said, I'll be back tomorrow evening for Reggie Ice Raid Hour. So if you guys are keen on those raids, I understand if you're not, because it's Reggie Ice and it's not the greatest Pokemon in the world. But yeah, we'll be hosting them tomorrow evening at the same time as tonight's Spotlight Hour. So best way to get notified when I go live, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. Also, please like the stream if you haven't already. We're sitting at 14 likes, so we're only like 6 away from 20. So if you haven't already, please chuck a like on the stream. It does help out immensely. And yeah, like I said, best way to get notified is to subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I will be on the weekend, streaming on Saturday on the weekend as well for Kyogre Raid Day. So yeah, if you guys, sorry, not Kyogre, Groudon Raid Day. We just had Kyogre Raid Day. Yeah, so if you guys are keen on them, we'll be doing them as well. There was just a little more. I know, I can't believe that I actually survived that battle, dude. I thought you were going to get me. I had like 1 HP left on the Ninetales. That's why I like, sorry. No, I'm not doing any more battles tonight, dude, but I'll be happy to battle you again tomorrow, sort of thing. I gotta go home and have dinner. Yeah, that's why I like Alolan Ninetales, because it's pretty bulky. It's a good fairy type, one of the best fairy types to use for Great League. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, I know, tomorrow night's raids are trash, but I think the reason why they did trash raids tomorrow is because it's in between 2 raid days, so I think they know that most people are going to be focusing on either Kyogre or Groudon or both, sort of things, so they didn't give us a big raid hour, just because they didn't want people spending too much money. Alright, my phone's on 9% battery, guys, so I'm going to wrap up the stream here.
Sorry you missed most of it, but I showed it. Yeah, that's all right, Jimmy. That's all good. Val, you may give us a fun fact, but as I said, I'm about to wrap up the stream, guys. So make it quick. Quick. Suppose while you're writing that, Jesus loves me. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. Alrighty, guys. How do you like the stream? If you're watching it on the new layout during the Shorts tab, there's like 3 little dots in your top right-hand corner. If you tap on them, it brings up the menu and you can hit the thumbs up button. So yeah, that's the way that you can do it on the new layout. Yep, 3 little dots at the top. That's because I've still got it on the old layout because I watched the chat on this phone sort of thing, so it's still the old layout for me. So if it's the new layout for you and you're not sure how to do it, the 3 dots at the top of your screen. That's how you do it. You definitely know about. Okay, I'll take your word for it then, Val. If he does, then thanks, Jesus. You're cool. Alrighty, guys. I'm wrapping up the stream here. Phone's at 8%, so yeah, it's literally going to die in like the next 5 minutes. So, thank you for everybody that has joined in tonight. Much appreciated, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow or on the weekend. So enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting, and I'll see you guys in the next couple of streams. Until then, peace out. Have fun with your Spotlight Hour. Hopefully you guys will get the shiny, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.